Ever wondered why some Family Guy episodes got banned? Well, buckle up, we're diving into the chaos, controversy, and cartoon craziness. Let's go! Number 1. Lois becomes a surrogate in Season 8, Episode 21. Arguably the most controversial episode of Family Guy. This one is like a roller coaster ride that nobody was really prepared for. It all kicks off when Lois goes to her 20-year college reunion at Salve Regina, and Peter reluctantly tags along.
Rather stay home and watch grass grow. Come on, you. Come on.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Joe. Damn it!
Peter's here mainly because he's terrified Lois will run into one of her old boyfriends. And when she bumps into Naomi Robinson, an ex-girlfriend she may have had a thing with, Peter's mind goes straight to the gutter. Uh-oh, love triangle, he thinks.
No way! My wife messed around with another chick! Thank you, God!
Don't mention it, Peter.
God, He knows what turns you on.
Have fun.
But no, Naomi's got a much weirder request. She and her husband Dale want Lois to be their surrogate.
This even tops sex with a mermaid! I can't find it anywhere.
Keep looking.
There's nothing but a fishtail down there.
Keep looking.
Oh, there we go.
That's not it.
It's gonna be.
Peter naturally thinks this is a setup for an orgy because, well, it's Peter, and kicks the kids and Brian out of the house to prepare.
Lois isn't even into women. She just had that one experience in college with that girl Naomi.
Naomi's the one who's coming. Let me stay. Let me stay.
When Naomi and Dale show up, Peter's still convinced it's going to turn into some crazy adult film reenactment.
Hey, everybody. Got a pizza delivery for this sorority house. Did somebody order sausage?
But alas, no. Naomi just wants Lois to help them have a baby since they've been struggling to conceive.
You want me to carry your child?
Yes.
What?
All right, Peter, I don't know what this is about, but you're my best friend, and I'd like to think that you'd do the same for me.
Lois, being the sweetheart she is, takes a minute to think about it because this is, you know, a life-altering decision, not like deciding whether to get extra guacamole at Chipotle.
You know, like an Italian choosing to get glasses.
Okay, read the third row down, please.
Hey, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey.
Peter, of course, completely flips out, saying Lois is basically crazy for even considering it.
Peter, take off that belt! The buckle smells like acid!
Meanwhile, Brian backs Lois, saying it's a noble thing to do, and Meg, desperate for attention, volunteers to be Lois's replacement. Spoiler, she's rejected.
Remember when I dated the Count?
One nipple. Two nipples. Three nip. Oh, hell no. I'm out of here.
Peter is dead set against it because, apparently, keeping Lois pregnant is the only way their family works. It's like coexisting with a tiny tribe living under their carpet.
Dad, what's that? I think I hear music.
Oh, that's the little people, Chris. They're playing music so that I will bless them with food.
But Lois goes ahead with it anyway and undergoes the whole surrogacy procedure complete with Dr. Hartman's absurd help.
For example, here's what happened when we fertilized an egg from Shelley Duvall with a sperm from James Blunt. Here's Hilary Swank and Gary Busey. Florence Griffith Joyner and Stephen Hawking.
Which includes, for some reason, famous hybrid celebrity inseminations and a tribe of Native Americans doing the fertilization with blow darts. Yes, really.
By these South American Jovitos blowgunners.
Wait a minute. I don't want them shooting things into my vagina.
Well, perhaps you could tell them. If only you spoke Jovitos.
But the chaos doesn't end there. Peter, in classic Peter Griffin fashion, tries to sabotage Lois's pregnancy by hiring a breakdancer from the 80s, only to accidentally hire a 90s rapper.
Run!
We're here to dance for the kids.
Run, 80s black guys! You're no match for the 90s black guys!
Then, in a Wile E. Coyote-esque attempt, he tries more ridiculous stunts, but nothing works.
Ow.
Just when Peter thinks he's reached rock bottom, Naomi and Dale tragically die in a car accident. On the same day Dale wins the lottery. Cue Peter and Lois completely baffled by the whole situation. Lois is stuck with a fertilized egg and no idea what to do. Stewie hilariously suggests the baby might come out with the same genetic weirdness as the mutant animals from the Animal Olympics.
So Whiskers, how does it feel to finally win your event after years of training? Meow, 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 meow.
Lois considers abortion, and Peter reacts as if she's making the decision to whether or not they're getting Indian food for dinner.
Lois, do I need to do anything tomorrow that doesn't involve me being bent over in excruciating pain 3 feet from a toilet?
No.
Time for some tikka masala.
But then Peter watches a super sentimental anti-abortion video featuring absurd historical what-if scenarios. Like a man who supposedly killed Adolf Hitler and gets a sudden change of heart.
Well, he's gone. Just like so many other promising human lives who were probably snuffed out by abortion. Like the guy who would have killed Hitler.
Nice going, Schweinhund.
He rushes in and pulls Lois out of the clinic, feeling like the world's best pro-life hero.
Griffin, nice work on the Anderson account.
They argue, obviously. Then, like a normal couple, they calmly decide that, raising another kid might be too much work, and frankly, the world doesn't need more Griffins running around.
Another little voice in the back seat of the car. One more Griffin to love and to love us in return.
We had the abortion.
The Forbidden episode. This episode was so controversial that Fox banned it in the US. Even Adult Swim said nah. It's never been aired on American TV, but you can catch it on BBC Three in the UK or snag the DVD/Blu-ray. Go ahead, risk it. Number 2, Peter converts Chris to Judaism in Season 3, Episode 22. It all starts when Chris, in a rare moment of existential dread, worries that if he doesn't get better at math, he'll never do anything useful in the world.
Math. Math, my dear boy, is nothing more than the lesbian sister of biology.
Naturally, Peter, being a walking brain fog, doesn't give a hoot. In fact, he's so clueless that he dips into Lois's emergency fund to buy some volcano insurance from a guy who probably also sells beachfront property in Kansas.
According to my uncle, who's a real whiz with volcanoes, a volcano is coming this way.
I too have an uncle. Come in.
Right when Lois realizes Peter has wasted her hard-earned money on something as absurd as volcano insurance, she freaks out.
Peter, that was our emergency money. And your daughter just so happens to need a new pair of glasses.
Lois, no one really needs glasses.
You wear glasses.
That's only to fool the man from the draft board.
But instead of apologizing like a normal human, Peter deflects, reminding her that she was the one who stopped him from buying cloud insurance last week.
So, Bill, we attack tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
I mean it this time.
I do too.
Lois, as any sane person would, snaps. Sometimes I feel like I'm married to a child. Yep, Lois, you are.
What can I say about my beautiful bride except milk, milk, lemonade, around the corner fudge is made.
Feeling financially defeated and slightly useless, Peter suddenly gets excited when Quagmire and Cleveland start bragging about their success after hiring Jewish-sounding guys to manage their money.
Now, this loot's thanks to my stockbroker, Ian Greenstein. He made some smart investments that really paid off. That guy is to money what Miss Ann Margaret is to...
Peter's light bulb goes off. If he can't manage money, maybe he needs a Jewish person to do it for him.
Mother, Peter's an excellent provider. No, Mother, I do not think I'd be better off married to a chimp. I don't care how well that chimp across the street is doing.
So, when a Jewish guy named Max Weinstein has a car accident outside the Griffin household, Peter sees it as a divine sign that Max is the one to solve all his financial problems.
What do you want?
Financial advice?
Financial advice? How the hell did you know I'm an accountant?
Hello, Max Weinstein?
Max, understandably horrified, tries to flee but ends up stuck with Peter anyway.
Beep. Man, I hate these things. Yeah, hi, this is Peter Griffin. I'm sorry I missed you.
Peter, play with this. Look, sir, I have reviewed this contract, and it offers no coverage at all.
Peter basically strong-arms Max into helping him get his money back from the scammer. With Max's impressive financial skills, the money is easily reclaimed.
I don't have your money.
How about that money?
No way! That's Lois's rainy day fund. Ah, damn it.
But Peter takes all the credit, leaving out the crucial detail that Max was the one who saved the day.
Well, I'm gonna go call my mother right now and tell her to tell that chimp across the street.
And Peter, being Peter, immediately regrets this, making some deep comment about how Jews have been taken advantage of since Woody Allen wrote speeches for Louis Farrakhan.
It is the white devil that has propagated, exacerbated, instigated. Line?
Instigated our hatred like a Buick.
To thank Max, Lois invites him over for dinner, but Peter of course manages to ruin it by being Peter, insulting everyone at the table. Classic Peter.
I was so sorry to hear that your father passed away.
Yes, it spread through his body so fast, but he's at peace now, and the whole thing...
Uh-oh!
Then the Griffins all head to a synagogue, and Peter continues his tradition of showing just how little he knows about Jewish people.
Look, they better not be expecting us to give money, because I already gave at church last Sunday, and I'm pretty sure it all goes to the same God.
Peter! Max, it was nice of you to invite us along.
Inside, he's stunned to learn that Optimus Prime is also Jewish, and that gives him the brilliant idea to wear a yarmulke. Because why not?
Oh dear. Sister Mary Joseph, it appears Peter Griffin has entered a synagogue.
Lock and load, brides of Christ.
As Max prepares to leave, he tells Peter that he believes Chris could be successful one day.
I don't know, Max. The kid's not exactly an honor roll student. Watch. Hey, he did it. See?
Peter, ever the optimist, thinks he's cracked the code for Chris's future, and Lois, with her typical sigh, agrees. As long as it doesn't involve Tony Robbins.
Oh, no, I learned my lesson. Could you sign this book, please?
Tony Robbins hungry.
But instead of taking the sensible route, Peter decides to convert Chris to Judaism to make him smart. Lois, of course, objects. But does that stop Peter? No.
We're gonna take you down to that synagogue and turn you Jewish. Okay! Chris, Doc.
After a failed attempt to join the local synagogue, Peter secretly takes Chris to Las Vegas for a bar mitzvah. Meanwhile, Lois, using the world's most annoying dog whistle, Brian's Pain, tracks them down.
They're in Vegas getting a quickie bar mitzvah.
What?
She borrows Quagmire's car, gets there just in time to stop the ceremony.
Stop this travesty right now!
And is promptly chased by an angry mob of Jews who are understandably furious that she's desecrating their sacred ritual. The Griffins make a narrow escape on a bus full of nuns who, spoiler alert, are not happy about Peter ditching Catholicism.
I think what he's trying to say is everything's gonna be okay.
Fun fact, this episode was initially banned because Fox was worried about potential accusations of anti-Semitism. It was delayed until 2003 to 2004 and eventually aired on Adult Swim before hitting Fox. Guess the world wasn't ready for Peter's take on religious tolerance, or lack thereof. Number 3. Peter becomes a Muslim, Season 11, Episode 15. So one day, the guys are at the Drunken Clam, as they usually are, pretending to enjoy their miserable lives.
So, what do you guys got planned for the weekend?
I don't know. I might sit out in the front yard with a rake and wave at cars.
Yeah, and I found a hole in my fence I was gonna maybe stick stuff through.
Then Peter, because he's always got a brilliant idea, suggests, hey, let's go skydiving. Naturally, Joe and Quagmire are all over it like flies on a sugar-coated donut.
So, do I try to match your speed?
Yeah, just match my speed.
And do we stagger our waves or do them at the same time?
They should have covered this in orientation.
Guards, have the new guy executed.
Am I the new guy?
They're all pumped up, ready to jump out of a plane for the first time, with none other than Harrison Ford as their personal skydiving guru. Yeah, that's right, Harrison Ford.
Get off my plane!
All right!
Yeah, this is amazing!
I know, it's unbelievable! Hey guys, let's try to recreate this feeling for the rest of our lives with drugs.
Peter's so hyped he hasn't felt this alive since he accidentally won that marathon race, which, by the way, killed like half the runners and is probably why this episode was banned from airing.
I'm Bob Costas, here with Boston Marathon winner Peter Griffin. Peter, how did you do it?
I'll tell you, Bob, I just got in my car and drove it. And when there was a guy in my way, I killed him.
But after his first jump, Peter's on cloud 9. He's so obsessed with the adrenaline, he starts jumping off planes just for fun.
Libra, a strange man will drop into your life.
Pisces, be careful at work today.
Heck, he even lands in the middle of dinner once, crushing Meg's poor, miserable existence as he lands like a human wrecking ball.
Where are you? I can barely hear you.
Pull back my chair ever so slightly. Daddy's home.
At this point, Peter's totally hooked on the extreme sport. Lois, like the concerned wife she is, warns him to knock it off before he kills himself. But Peter's not listening. He's like a stubborn guy at a party who won't stop complaining about the music.
Oh my god, look, a bowl of M&Ms. What are we, 6?
I know. And remind me to get the recipe for those chopped up hot dogs.
Oh my god, Josh, this party is so amazing.
Everything is perfect.
So, in classic Peter fashion, he ends up in the hospital after a botched skydiving attempt in Vegas.
Damn it! The Eiffel Tower? Oh, cool, I'm in Paris.
Hey, look at that douchebag who got stabbed in the butt!
Ah, crap, I'm in Vegas.
Cue the dramatic hospital scene. Enter Mahmoud, a friendly Muslim guy Peter bonds with over bad hospital TV and some Looney Tunes Islamic edition. Yeah, that's a thing now.
As a pig, I am very dirty and should not be touched by humans.
They bond, and when Peter returns to the clam, he brags about his new friend, but refuses to drink beer or ogle women, which naturally freaks out the game.
Isn't he great?
Oh, he's weird. Why do you order a ginger ale? And who the hell doesn't look at jugs?
Yeah, and he's got a cell phone clipped to his belt like he's some kind of big shot on vacation.
Peter tells them to respect his new religion. Every culture's got something unique, like how black guys always change their shirt mid-story.
She wants to hang plates on the wall or whatever. And you know she gained the weight back from the lap band, right?
That Bernadette in her pie.
You know it, brother. Okay, I'm gonna go eat this steak in the bathroom. Thanks for getting dinner, man.
Then Mahmoud gives Peter the full Muslim experience. Delicious homemade food, modest fashion, and a wife who actually listens to her husband. Peter is sold.
Sweet hat, obedient wife, and I get to shout Admiral Akbar when I do stuff. You, sir, have got yourself a Muslim.
Next thing you know, Peter's all in. He's hanging out at a cafe, watching soccer on a tiny 8-inch black and white TV like some sort of 1950s hipster.
Oh no, the team I don't like is kicking it. Yes, the team I like is kicking it again. I will celebrate with finger symbols. Hey, is that for real, that diarrhea-only sign on your bathroom?
Mahmoud invites him to a Muslim gathering, and everything's going well. Peter's learning the ropes of the faith, kind of like when you get hooked on a new video game.
Just sing the beginning of La Bamba, but don't say the La Bamba part.
Oh, okay. La 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 la.
Yes, good job, you're doing it.
Bamba.
Ooh, so close.
But then Mahmoud introduces Peter to his friends. The kind of friends who might blow stuff up for fun.
Who is better, Hulk Hogan or the Iron Sheik?
The Iron Sheik?
Okay, he is one of us.
Joe starts to get suspicious. He's like, wait a minute, I think Peter's hanging out with terrorists. And Peter, being the sharp guy he is, finally realizes, oh no, I've been totally duped into a bomb plot.
Look, I'm gonna call Mahmoud right now on this cell phone he gave me. He'll tell you. Damn phone's busted. Maybe I dialed wrong.
Peter, please stop trying to call Mahmoud.
But of course, Joe convinces Peter to keep going with their plan to bust the bad guys.
Oh my God, I'm gonna miss you guys so much. Don't forget to call and let me know exactly when you'll be back. Get out.
Peter's supposed to wear a hidden mic to help Joe track them, but classic Peter, he accidentally reveals the mic to the terrorists. Oops.
He's wearing a wire.
Hey, Joe, can I ask you a question? Can you fart?
Oh, of course I can. I got a button for it right here.
Oh, cool.
Next thing you know, Peter's got a gun to his head and is forced to drive a truck full of explosives toward Quahog's beloved bridge.
Man, I never thought it would end like this.
Why? What did you imagine?
Well, basically the same thing, only Nathan Lane. Now drive!
Spoiler alert, the bridge does blow up, but what really got the community riled up was the racial profiling scene that makes you want to throw your TV out the window.
Okay, you're good to go.
The whole thing is so cringe, people started calling it offensive, and rightly so, and that's why this episode got banned. The scene where Peter mows down marathon runners in Boston was a little too much for sensitive audiences, and right after the 2013 Boston Marathon bombing, Fox pulled the episode from Hulu and Fox.com faster than Peter can say, "I'm not a terrorist!" Eventually, it aired on cable, but it's still way too hot to handle. Number 4, Brian legalizes weed in Season 7, Episode 12. It all kicks off when Peter, Brian, Cleveland, and Joe get super annoyed because Quagmire starts spending more time with his new cat James than with them.
I need to borrow your lawnmower.
Oh, I don't think Quagmire wants me to do that.
Oh, come on.
I don't think Quagmire appreciated the condition you returned it in last time.
Glenn, can I just...
No, you can't have it.
So they hatch a plan to shave James as a prank. But in true Peter fashion, things go horribly wrong when he accidentally kills the cat with a razor. Classic Peter moment, right?
Peter, you killed it. Well, you guys relax. He's got 8 more lives. Okay, 7 more lives. 6, 5, 4, 3.
Peter, stop doing what you're doing.
They decide to hide the body and tell Quagmire that James ran away. But when they're stopped by the cops, Peter gets annoyed almost as much as the overly sensitive horn of his car.
Son of a bitch!
The cops completely ignore the fact that Peter just murdered a cat. But when they find Brian with weed, they arrest him with 0 questions asked. Seriously, it's like they're handing out arrests with a side of fries.
Pot! Small amount of pot! You're under arrest, dirtbag! Oh, come on!
I don't appreciate drug addicts in my town. I'm a family guy.
He said it!
Luckily, Brian gets bailed out by his family and put on probation for his little weeding out incident.
Hey, Brian, did you do hard time or hardly working? Penis. All right, well, all the pieces are there. Somebody make something out of that.
Hey, Brian, who is your favorite baseball player? Albert Pujols?
But then, just as Joe shows up to collect Brian's urine sample, awkward, Brian's left with no choice but to use Stewie's pee.
Stewie, I need your urine.
Really?
Yeah, Joe's doing a drug test, and if I give him some of mine, he's gonna know I've been smoking pot, so I need some of your urine so I can... You don't have to be naked for this.
Lois catches him in the act and gives him a very Lois lecture, saying if he's going to stoop this low just to smoke weed, it's time for a change.
No, what's sick is the plot of the movie Baby Mama.
What happens when a 40-year-old woman asks her 41-year-old friend to carry her baby?
Push, Angie, push, push hard. Oh, it's dead.
But instead of giving it up, Brian does what any self-respecting dog would do. He kicks off a campaign to legalize marijuana in Quahog.
It's time for Quahog to legalize marijuana.
Well, that's not exactly what I meant.
Hey, check out the size of Stewie's penis. Oh, come on, guys. It's just the way God made me.
He and Stewie even perform a show-stopping musical number to celebrate the joys of smoking weed, and suddenly, the entire town is on board with their mission like it's the latest TikTok trend.
A bag of weed, oh, everything is better with a bag of weed. It's the only help that you'll ever need, because everything is better with a bag of weed.
Mayor West signs the marijuana legalization bill, and people start lighting up faster than Peter runs from responsibility.
Okay. Let's read it both together.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay. Here's Ollie Williams with a Blackie weather forecast. How's the weather look, Ollie?
Not too bad.
Right on.
Brian points out how much better things are now. Crime's down, productivity's up, and Doctor Who ratings have skyrocketed. Heck, even Peter is too tired to come up with a joke, which is saying a lot.
Man, this is even better than... no, wait. No, this is worse than... better... I don't know. Here's a list of celebrities I don't like.
But of course, Lois's dad is losing his shirt in the lumber industry because weed's now being used to make everything, including possibly the shirt he's losing. So he kidnaps Peter and bribes him to make an anti-weed video.
I'll give you this light-up butterfly yo-yo.
To keep?
Not to keep. You can use it today and one more day in the summer.
Yeah!
Pull over.
The next day, Peter and Carter make a video where they hilariously dub over Hitler speeches, because, well, why not?
Now let's go to France and steal all their objects d'art.
Yay, all right, let's go to France.
Not bad, huh?
Oh, damn it. That was Fox News. Apparently, they own the rights to Hitler's likeness, and they won't have him slandered.
But Lois points out that their approach is way outdated. She explains that Brian succeeded because he was genuinely passionate about legalization. Peter, being Peter, says, well, I'm also passionate about luring sailors to their deaths with my singing. Real talk. Carter, not getting the memo, bribes Brian with a book deal for Faster Than the Speed of Love. Yep, that's the title.
And I even commissioned an oil painting for your author's photo. And what's this? Is this an Oprah Book Club sticker? I think it is.
Wait, really? Oh my God.
In exchange, Brian just has to publicly turn against weed. Brian's not having it, but Stewie, knowing weed is also bad, convinces him to publish the book.
Your novel is good enough to be published on its own merits.
You think so?
Yeah, you bet.
At least he can sing a song about the dangers of marijuana, Stewie says. Brian reluctantly agrees, and once again, marijuana is banned.
Maybe do a song about why pot is bad.
And that's why pot is bad.
But Brian's book? Total flop. Critics rip it apart and it doesn't sell a single copy. Brian whines about how he sacrificed everything he believed in for nothing, but Lois gives him a reality check saying, at least by banning weed, you actually did something.
You did accomplish something. Marijuana's illegal because of you. And Stewie got to build a nice little fort with all of your unsold books.
My house is made of mediocrity.
Why was this episode banned? It was banned in Venezuela for promoting marijuana use. The government threatened to fine anyone who aired the episode, probably because they didn't want their citizens having a good time. What a buzzkill. Number 5, Prick Up Your Ears, Season 5, Episode 6. So it all kicks off when Mayor Adam West decides to chase down a pizza delivery guy using a cat launcher, all because he absolutely hates Canadian bacon. And you know what? Watching Adam shoot real cats out of a cannon is comedy gold. But it gets even better. He accidentally fires a cat through the window of a video store. Not just any video store, mind you, but a grown-up video store. Enter Chris and his pals, who think they're witnessing a break-in. Naturally, they rush inside and start stealing a ton of adult movies.
Hey, look! Somebody tried to break into the dirty movie store!
Quick, grab as many as you can before someone sees us.
Fast forward, and Chris and his buddies are lounging in his bedroom, watching said movies with little Stewie in the room. Yeah, Stewie's definitely not okay with this.
Well, now that's not going to help her nymphomania. It's only going to exacerbate it.
Oh my God, what are you kids doing? Out! Everybody out!
Oh, that's bogus.
Of course, Lois finds out immediately. She flips out, demanding they turn it off and hold on to your hats. Realizes Chris doesn't even have a sex ed teacher at school.
Crazy! Without sex ed, kids can wind up sexually confused. Just look at Michael Jackson.
The kid in me likes the frosted side, but the grown-up in me likes the kid in me.
Lois, fired up, tells Peter she's gonna step in as the new sex ed teacher for Chris's school. Peter, ever the optimist, thinks she'll bring major change, kinda like when he tried to teach junkies how to manage their money. Spoiler alert, it didn't go well.
Have as many kids as you can, because that makes it more likely that one of those kids will grow up and make it big in Hollywood. Then who's paying the bills, eh? Hollywood kid. Class dismissed.
First day of Lois's sex ed class, and surprise, surprise, Peter's there. Why? Because he can't resist making trouble.
Hey, Rainbow Bright. Hello, Shakespeare. I am all done writing plays for the day. Perhaps we could have sexual intercourse. Count me in.
Lois, in an attempt to teach actual education, has to force Peter to stay away. Peter, ever the wise philosopher, suggests without his masterful advice, the kids will be as hopeless as Liam Neeson playing a cowboy.
This glen's gonna be tough to traverse, and that river's gotta be 50, 60 meters wide, and God knows how many fathoms. To hell with parliamentary procedure. We've got to wrangle up some cattles.
But no worries, Lois gets fired anyway when angry parents complain that she's talking about condoms instead of scaring kids off sex the old-fashioned way, with threats.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Griffin. You're fired.
Fired? Oh, no!
Then enter the preacher. This guy's on a mission to convince the kids to abstain from sex, and he's got two actors dressed like they're in an opal ring, which honestly is just the weirdest part of the whole thing.
Boy, I sure had fun at the pizza parlor tonight, Debbie.
Yeah, Matthew. That pizza pie was delicious.
Hey, watch out, crazy driver. That joker must have been from Jefferson High.
They're our rivals.
His speech, a masterpiece. A ton of kids, including Meg and her new boyfriend, buy into it, swearing to stay abstinent and wearing these ridiculous purity rings. Meg thinks the preacher's basically the second coming of Gandhi, or maybe Picasso.
and this part here. Anyone tell who it is yet? No? Okay, well, what if I move this here and this here, and it's Diane Wiest.
When Meg comes home and shows Peter her purity ring, he's like, nah, kid, I got this, and only cares when she hands him her Love Facts handbook.
If you have sex, your penis will fall off and land in another dimension populated entirely by dogs who will eat it. Well, that's something I'd like to avoid.
Naturally, Peter's on board now, vowing no one's gonna touch him. That night, Peter goes full on and wears a chastity belt. Lois? Not impressed.
A chastity belt? What in God's name is that for?
I'm abstinent, Lois. It's all in these pamphlets Meg brought home from school. Sex turns straight people gay and turns gays into Mexicans. Everyone goes down a notch.
She's more confused than anything, and when she goes into Meg's room to yell at her, bam, she stumbles upon something way worse. Meg and her boyfriend are doing stuff? Through the ear?
Oh my God! You kids were doing it in the ear!
Hey, my sandwich tastes funny. Is there something wrong with the Smuckers?
Yeah, it's been on my crotch.
Lois is livid and tries to get Meg back to normal, whatever that is. But Meg's like, sorry, Mom, I'm doing me.
I mean, you remember when we had that old car with the bad shocks and I used to take the old dirt road on purpose? Meg?
I love you.
Then, a citywide craze kicks off. Ear intimacy, baby! It spreads faster than a TikTok trend, with all the abstinent kids still secretly craving some affection.
Well, what are you doing? What, Peter, what are you doing to my ear? Get off of me! What the hell is wrong with you?
This is all I can do, Lois. I'm abstinent.
Of course, Peter's no exception, and he too tries the ear technique, much to Lois's absolute fury.
No, I'm abstinent. This is an affront to the Lord. No! No! Oh, I see what you're driving at.
Lois's last-ditch effort to save Peter from his purity vow involves barging into the preacher's speech, shouting out that the kids should actually know the good stuff about relationships and, wait for it, use protection.
We'll use a condom, and it'll be wonderful.
Wow, does this mean I'll see you naked?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
I'm sorry Doug dumped you, honey.
It's all your fault!
Reason for ban. This episode stirred up a world of controversy thanks to its dark, off-the-wall humor and boundary-pushing content. When it first aired, countries like the UK, Canada, and even some parts of Asia banned it for years. After some delicate editing and removing a few choice scenes, it was allowed to air again.